was hiked by a bunch of older white partners. And y'all know when, old white folks, I'm sorry, no offense, but because sometimes we get so underestimated, right? So when somebody says, there is a phenomenal young man from Black, 1L from Harvard, he's phenomenal. I think to myself, he's probably a brother that can talk straight. So, and you should meet him. Right, I was like, let me be the judge of that. And so, there was that bit of skepticism because, white folks sometimes don't think that much of us, right? And they think that we, it's like, she's so articulate. Well, of course I am. I'm a Princeton-educated Harvard attorney.
Exactly.
And then his name was Barack Obama. I grew up on the South Side, y'all. We didn't have no Baracks.
In the beginning, I couldn't remember if his name was Barack Obama or Obama Barack. That's why I was calling a friend in Chicago, a lawyer, who was telling me about him. I go, John, what's the name of that guy? Is it Barack Obama or Obama Barack? Because both names were very foreign to me. But go ahead.
Right. And he was a black guy who grew up in Hawaii, so I had this picture of this nerdy, I am Barack Obama.
A nerd alert.
A nerd alert.
With a pocket protector.
So,
and hush puppies.
That was the picture, y'all, I had in my head. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. I will be his advisor. And then I had to call him.
Cute shirt.
Cute shirt. That was on our first trip to Africa in Lamu, right outside of, right near Nairobi.
So you had an image of him?
I had this image of him that was this nerd alert. And then I had to call him on the phone and introduce myself. And that's when I heard the voice. And that voice did not match the picture. So I was sort of like, as he said, he was late. And I was like, a trifling black man. So I said, looking at my watch, I was like, he's supposed to be here. And then so he arrives and he is in the lobby and I come out and I'm just a little irritated. And then he stands up and he's Barack Obama. And he was not brushed. He flashed that smile. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was late. I wasn't equipped with an umbrella. You see the train schedule. I started going, okay. And she was shut up. I was a little less mad. And then he still had that walk, so he wasn't even in a rush. I was like, oh, dude, you got the nerve to be late, and you still walking slow.
Yeah, done.
While all the secretaries were looking at me like,
but how do you fall for a guy who's driving a yellow Datsun, yellow, with a hole in the floor that when you're driving, you can see the street as you're moving? He got 4 points for that. You described him as...
I mean, this was love, y'all. Because I had my nice sob. I was all, hooked up and everything. But here's the thing. Yes, Barack impressed me in so many ways that had nothing to do with looks.
No, you called it intellectual cool, a mix of intellectual cool. He was an everything man.
An everything man in a way that I hadn't seen.
That's what I said. Ooh.
In a world of corporate strivers and people who cared about salaries and titles. You know, he was working on the far south side as a community organizer. He was thinking about ways to help other people. He was, you know, he was a man. He clearly respected a powerful woman because of his mother who was independent and his grandmother who was the matriarch. I mean, you know, this is the thing, ladies, that we have to make sure that we aren't just reviewing our partners, and I don't want to just say ladies, I mean for all of us, that, you know, the one for us, it's not about their stats, it's about their story and their soul and who they want to be in the world. And I got to know that, and that's what I fell in love with. So that meant the yellow Datsun and with a hole in the floor. Yes, he picked me up in his car where you can actually see the ground. And I said, is this safe? And he said, yeah, don't worry about it. He was never interested in things.
No, he went to Columbia undergrad, he went to Harvard Law School, and one day you guys were hanging out, and it's in the middle of the night, and you get up, or you see him, and he's staring off into space, and you're thinking, I wonder if he's thinking about law.
Yeah, I love the story.
And you said, what are you thinking about? And what was his answer?
Hey, it could be income inequality.
I love the story.
Community. I was like, oh, how romantic. He was very different, and he was different from me, and he challenged me in different ways. He, among other things, losses that I've had in my life, made me think about swerving more. I talk about swerving in the book because up until that point, I was a box checker because, again, that's all I knew. I knew how to achieve, but I didn't know how to think about my place in the world. I didn't know how to think about my passion.
What boxes had you checked at that point? What was it?
Go to the right high school, get good grades, go to the best college, get good grades, go to law school. Why? I don't know. Get good grades, become a lawyer. Why? I don't know. It pays enough money. I mean, because I was a working class kid that didn't have a bunch of role models, so I was making it up as I went along, which a lot of kids are doing, because here's the thing, we push kids to figure out what they want to be way sooner than they have time to even discover Barack Obama made me stop and think, because here's the thing that I understood about Barack. I didn't know what he was going to do with his life, but I knew he had big plans to make big change. And I could felt, I described it, I knew that he was a tsunami coming after me, and if I didn't get my act together, I would be swept up in his dreams. And that's one thing I never wanted to be, was just the wind beneath someone else's wings. So I was like, if I'm going to be with this brother, I've got to have more clarity about who I am. You know, I have to be whole, and I didn't feel whole. I felt just checked, right? I didn't feel like I had explored myself. And so how could I enter in a relationship with somebody who had reflected on his life and had explored and had thought? I didn't want to just be an appendage to his dreams. So that forced me to work and think and make decisions like leaving law. I was like, this is soulless for me. I don't know why I'm here. Despite the money, despite the sob, and this was something which I talked to the students about this, that it wasn't easy for my parents to understand, because passion, what's passion? What is like passion? I haven't had passion in a job, like when you work, and you get a check, and you want to like it? I say, oh, this is some new generation stuff. You know?
Michelle talking crazy, but that tsunami, that was Barack Obama work. You end up getting married. And the thing that struck me about the book is that you shared that you went to marital counseling, which I think is so important. Why did you decide to share that? And are you comfortable sharing why you all went to marital counseling?
Absolutely. I've shared everything, y'all. Everything that's halfway appropriate. But why I shared it is because what I do understand is that as public beings, we're role models. And I know a lot of people people look at me and write hashtag relationship goals. And
Black
and that's all. I'm wearing the color too. Look at me. And all that is true. I love my husband. I love him even more now for a whole bunch of reasons. But what I want young couples to understand.
Well, first tell us why you went. First tell us why you went.
Because marriage is hard. It's hard. It's hard. It is hard bringing two lives together, two different people. And here's the thing: when you get married, first of all, usually you don't have kids, or you live in your separate lives, and then it's all cool because you can have your place and he has his. And you come together, or you're married, you don't have kids, and there isn't really the division of labor. And the test of a marriage comes when you really are building something together. Oftentimes, it's the children you love, and I discovered in my marriage that this 50-50 thing, that you can have it all, it's a lie. It's a lie, And I have a wonderful husband, a beautiful father, but, he's still a man. So he changes the diaper, and everybody's like, oh, he's a great father. Oh my goodness. He gave her a bath. 2 nights in a row, he puts her to bed at night. Oh my God, he's amazing. But when you break down the day-to-day, who's going home when the babysitter's sick, who's making the well child visits, who's going, setting up play dates, who's the one who's making sure that they're signed up for the summer camp, who's shopping for the car, who's shopping for clothes, who even knows what size clothes to get. Or the doctor's name, all of that. And so,
did the marriage counseling help? I went to 5 marriage counselors. It didn't help me. What was that? So really, because you think you go to marriage counseling and you think that they're going to tell you he's right or you're right.
Yeah, well, and in my view, I took Barack to marital counseling so that they'd fix him.
Yeah.
But please, Dr. X, fix him.
You're not wrong with me.
Right. And then he started looking over at me, and I was like, why are you talking to me? I am perfect. Here's the problem. But one of the things I learned that helped me, and I think helped our marriage, and you have to talk to Barack about what he got out of it. But what I got out of it was that my happiness is not dependent on him making me happy. And sometimes I felt that was where the work, my resistance for him is that Barack was prioritizing himself in a way. It's like, we had babies, he was at the gym. I was like, how you find time? He's like, so let me stop being mad at him for going to the gym and let me get to the gym, And the question, sometimes I was resenting him because I wanted him to do for me what he probably wasn't going to do. But I needed it done. So I had to learn to give myself permission to get the help I needed from wherever I needed it, so that I wasn't resenting him.
Did you discuss with him, did you say, I'm going to include marital counseling in the book? Or did you just do it and then show it to him later?
I did it and I showed it to him. He was like, oh, you want to talk about this? And I was like, yeah. We are going to talk about it. No, he was cool with it. He saw us. What I didn't want was anybody else editing me in the process, right? I wanted to just get everything out that I felt was important and go from there. So he saw the finished product. He would always come in and say, you got new chapters? I was like, you can't see them. So it was very important for me to write the whole book and then say, this is the context of all of it, rather than saying, we're going to talk about our marriage counseling.
Yeah.
But this is, to me, about a broader narrative of us being honest about life with young people.
Yes.
Why would we sugarcoat to a young couple that marriage is easy? Because when they hit troubles that we all have, if they don't know that it happens to us all, they quit. They stop. They walk away because they think, well, Michelle and Barack Obama must not have these problems. Look, I want you all to know, marriage, there is no way it would be easy. coming together as one, raising a family with all the pressures and the stresses. You love these babies. You don't want to break them. You don't want him to break them, you know? And it's a stressful time, especially when your kids are little. So don't give up on somebody that you love. You know, go get help. Talk to someone. Ask some questions. Don't sit in isolation with your problem. You may be like Gayle, and after the 5th counsel, well, then you have to leave him.
Truth. Hashtag truth.
Or ask for help, and they sit in a brokenness that is something that everybody is going through. So I feel it's a responsibility as a role model to tell the truth about life.
I agree. And I also think that marriage monogamy is a good thing. So we were Oops, did I say that out loud? But you're right, that you were falling deep.
And then she's like, and now let's continue.
Because your story is so much right. So you were deeply and delightfully in love with a guy whose forceful intellect and ambition could swallow yours. This is what I thought was very important because you were also very smart. You were also doing well in your job. He wanted politics, and you clearly